Hello everybody, this is Max Farrell, this is DexIndicators.net, and this is the Dex Intraday Strategy, and this is the rules overview. Let's jump right in. Simple rules. You're going to use a 15-minute time frame on the MetaTrader 4 system. You're going to use you're not going to trade any news 30 minutes prior to 2 or 3 bull news releases. On any news, you're not going to trade. Okay? You're going to avoid those like the plague. You're going to trade on arrows that appear on the 30-minute bar and the 45-minute bar only. Remember, they're in 15-minute time frames. So there's 4 types of bars, the 0, 0, the 15, the 30, and the 45. You're only going to use the 30-minute and 45-minute bars to trade. On all sell signals, you're going to add 2 extra pips to the high or above that support and resistance line you're going to use to offset the indicative price that's on Nadex until we get our API and our system on board that can have the exact price you need to get it at. On buy signals, you can add 1 higher pip to help obtain a better pricing, but really don't go anything further than that. You're going to also use the support and resistance lines closest to the tip of the arrow or the tip of the arrow for higher risk, of course. You can try to obtain at least $20 or more in profit for the best results. Remember, no news is good trading. Check the news pages and look for, on investing.com, you're going to be looking for 2 bull or 3 bull, and on Forex Factory, orange or red news events. We're over here on our friends at investing.com, and we're on the economic calendar. Now, easily enough, we're going to avoid times that say like this euro at 12 o'clock, a half hour before 11:30 and a half hour after 12:30, we're going to make sure that we're not going to trade any 1-hour trades within that time period. Being that it happens at 12 o'clock, I wouldn't trade an 11 to 12 or 12 to 1. So it's really almost a 2-hour block you're avoiding. But listen, if you're waiting for the perfect trade, these are really good to avoid. Sometimes you may have to avoid an entire morning on a 1-hour trade. If so, check some of our other shorter term strategies like our 5-minute full circle strategy that can kind of squeeze in there. But if you have an open availability to trade during those times when there's not a 3 or 2 bull process, just make sure you got some ample time in avoidance. Okay, so this is what a sell signal looks like. It'll be an arrow that appears on a particular bar. Oop, back one more, sorry. Almost got to the end. It will be a arrow that appears on the chart on a 40 or a 30-minute bar or a 45-minute bar. Now, when the arrow shows up on the chart, this arrow is being shown on the bar we want you to use as the level to grab your SR level. But it actually won't show up on the actual chart until the end of the very next bar. So it goes back and it puts the arrow where you need to make sure that you're following that particular bar's SR level to be able to choose. So that means that you're going to be choosing the following hour to be able to trade. Does that make sense? On one that appears on the 45-minute, you're using that same, you'll have about 45 minutes. So on a 30-minute arrow, you'll have almost a full hour of trade time. And on a 45-minute, you'll get about a 45-minute trade time to be able to trade that particular trade. So very powerful. On a buy signal, same thing, just in the reverse. You're going to use the 30 and 45-minute bar arrow, and you're going to use wherever the arrow appears, that level, the closest SR level as possible. Okay, keep in mind, on intraday, there might be a 1 or 2 pip difference when you get over there. So make sure that you're always trying to stay higher and not lower into the trade. Remember, these SR levels are very, very powerful and accurate. Now you can, like we said in the beginning, add 1 pip for added opportunity, but really that does increase your risk. Try to stay away as far as you can all the while trying to make at least $20 of profit on each and every contract. I'm Max Farrell. This is DexIndicators.net and the Intraday Strategy. I look forward to seeing you in the next videos. We're going to be talking about some other processes, even showing you some live trades. Can't wait to see you on board, and trade well.